Hi guys, Vechs here, and on this episode of Vechs's Test World, I want to show off the new skeleton changes. Uh, I talked about this with Dinnerbone, and basically what I suggested is that back in Alpha, skeletons were fearsome. Like they were really dangerous. A single skeleton could just kick your butt pretty bad. Um, as Minecraft changed, the the changes basically made were unfavorable to skeletons. Regenerating health made them a lot less dangerous to you because back in alpha and early beta, they were one of the only enemies that could reliably hit you, and because you didn't regenerate health, they were one of the few enemy. No, they were the only enemy when I was making maps, they were the only enemy I could really depend on to actually land a hit on the player. All the other enemies just hit with your sword, would juggle them and keep them off of you. But skeletons were unique, and but with regenerating health, getting hit by a skeleton every now and then, it was not a big deal. The game became more about avoiding taking lots of damage in quick succession all at once. Um, which is good. I like that change. But it made skeletons less dangerous. And then they came out with blocking, and that was also really useful against ranged enemies. And that made skeletons less dangerous. And then they changed how the skeletons shot the bow and the bow dynamics. And I think that made them less dangerous too, although that was another change I agreed with. Um, but during all those changes that made them less powerful, they kind of got a little too wimpy. Um, so Mojang likes to adjust the difficulty rating. The best way to do that they like is to change behaviors, not just give skeletons bigger damage numbers, because giving something bigger numbers in a video game is just, I mean, it's okay for some games, but Notch has tried very hard not to do that. You'll notice that, like just to compare a similar game, like a game like Terraria, that game is filled with enemies that act the same way, but they have more health, and their attacks do more damage to you. This is the same enemy essentially with a different skin and bigger video game numbers. That Mojang has tried to avoid that in Minecraft, and I do really respect that design decision. So as it relates to skeletons, uh, it's good to find a way to make them more challenging without just making them do more raw damage and having their behavior change based on difficulty. And so the change in this patch, we're on 13 week O2B, is that their range has been extended from the default 10, which is that right there, that line right there is 10, out to 15. So they have a 50% increase in range, and your difficulty is going to change how accurate they are. On easy, I've just been testing this, and I'll go ahead and let him acquire me. Come on. Do you notice me? Hello? Let me get a little closer. Alright, I think he sees me now. Yep, there he goes. And he'll shoot at me back here on the 15 block. As you can see, I'm on easy, and easy is still easy. Even though the skeletons have been buffed, you can still put the game on easy. I mean, look at him. He's I've been testing this for a while. It's not This is not scientific because my sample size is too low, but just offhand their accuracy seems to be about if you stand still, about 1 in 10 shots hit you, so about 10%. If you bump it up to normal, their pattern gets tighter, and they'll still miss you on normal a decent amount, but they miss you by a lower margin, and they're more likely to land hits on you. You saw that one sailed right by me. That one hit me. So now he's actually hitting me on a regular basis on normal. Still misses, you know. He's not some sort of super, all-powerful sniper. Not yet, anyway. So just testing this. Also, real quick, on normal difficulty, if I charge this guy, he gets off one shot, 2 shots, dead. So there's still one single skeleton on normal difficulty. Not very threatening. Like if I was just walking around my base and I saw one at my tree farm or something in vanilla Minecraft, because they should always balance around vanilla Minecraft, and custom maps will just adapt and change. I don't mind that. Like a spider spawned up there. But I'd still, on normal difficulty, a single skeleton, still not really a big deal. A little better than they were, and that's kind of the point, is to make them a little more powerful than they used to be, because they had gotten really wimpy. Because with a range of 10, and sprinting, I forgot about that. They added sprinting to the game so that you can charge skeletons so much easier. Because let me demonstrate this. If I start at max range, which is 15 now, but I can't really demonstrate starting at 10 unless I teleport myself over there. But without sprinting, he still only gets 2 shots off. But sprinting makes it even easier to dodge as you sidestep like this. You can dodge them pretty easy. Oh, ow. Okay, but on hard, I tested it, and they seem to be roughly 50% accurate at 15 blocks on hard. Come on. Over here, yeah. So that's a miss. This should probably hit me. Yeah, that hits me. Miss me? Yeah, you missed. Now hit me again. That was close. Hit me? Another close one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I was crouching. Maybe that affects it. Well, like I said, my sample size is not that great. I've only been at this for maybe 30 minutes now, off camera, before I started this, just to see. Yeah, but you can see he's nailing me back to back several sometimes. Ooh. Yeah, and he can hit you while you're circle strafing. So this feels right. Sorry I don't have any math to back up my claim, but just as a player, this feels better. Because 10 is going to be inside that circle right there. And for a ranged monster, that feels kind of dinky, especially. Another thing, I forgot to mention this, in addition to sprinting, the bows changed. Go game mode normal. Or, excuse me, game mode 1. The bows used to be these machine gun... I know some of you may not have played Minecraft in alpha, but basically bows fired as fast as you could right click. Just click, 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 they'd fire that fast. There was no draw time whatsoever. And they did a fixed amount of damage, and they shot at roughly about like that, somewhere up in there, if you were just firing straight. So not like that, more like around there, I think. And skeletons, I don't believe, were changed. They've always had the same max range. as best I can tell. So bows got their effective range. I mean, I'm not even going to aim upwards. I'm going to aim straight at them. And that's... So on a flat surface, aiming, if that wasn't for the fence, it would hit them. But see, I'm aiming at a flat trajectory, and I'm actually hitting him in the chest, it looks like, from 17 blocks away. So the player actually still outranges skeletons. And I guarantee you, if it wasn't for that, let me put a guy down here. Now stand still. Let me see what kind of flat trajectory. All right, now I want to see at what point I start hitting his feet without a fence in the way to stop the... Yeah, right there. So that's 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21, 22, 23, 24 blocks away. So the player has an effective flat trajectory of about 24 blocks. So I think raising the skeleton's engagement range to 15 is like, I'd probably honestly be the bare minimum they need. Although it's still, but you still have to keep in mind they ought to be able to be taken down with just a you know. So here's me, and let's try this on hard. Yeah, no, hard. So here's me, no armor, stone sword, engaging 2 skeletons. I'll kill you first. So there's one shot he got off. He's gonna hit me again. Oh no, hold on a sec. Let me restart this. I just want to see how difficult these guys get just on a flat surface. I'll put them right here. 1, 2. Let me try 3. I think I can probably take on 3 on hard. So hard mode. All right, here goes survival. Sprint, and I'll start from the end. Come in here, sprint jumping. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, dead. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, dead. Last guy. Gonna be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, dead. Okay, so with a stone sword and no armor, you can still take on... That was pretty sloppy of me. So 3 skeletons, hard mode, no armor. Still doable. 4 probably would have killed me. Another side effect of the extended range that I really like is... Let me go back to creative so they don't instantly start shooting me. But if you approach a group of skeletons, with the smaller range, they would come closer to you. And basically, as each one of these skeletons comes to me, they'll take like that path, and then this path, and then this path, and they start getting tighter and tighter on each other. Now let me put this on. I think let's try easy. Easy ought to be a pretty good show. But if I come up to these guys on easy, because they shoot at me from farther away, they will not bunch up as much. And because they don't bunch up as much, they don't get in each other's way as badly as they used to do. Because of all the monsters in the game, a group of skeletons was by far the least threatening. Essentially, from just playing, my own custom maps and testing out areas, I realized that skeletons, there was a diminishing return for a group of skeletons of how threatening they were to the player. Past a certain amount, they got in each other's way so badly that any more skeletons weren't an actual threat. And I want to say the number is about 4 or 5. Any more than that, and because of how they bunch up as they try to close with you, they'll start hitting each other, and you'll have like a few of them in the group actually shooting at you, and all the others are infighting. So I think this range increase should Oh, no, 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 no. You don't need to start blowing up stuff on my test world. In fact, you just go away. The range increase should yield to a practical increase in the amount of skeletons that, excuse me, it can lead to an increase in the amount of skeletons that can practically engage the player and fire on them. Probably, I want to try this again. I want to be on easy. Let's see if I can get a line of them shooting at me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, game mode 0. Yeah. Yeah, you see they're not getting in each other's way now. They're advancing on me. That's all. Okay, that's cool. I like that a lot. Like that's legitimately scary. And this is on easy, so now as soon as if I juke them into if I cross their T, basically, that's a naval. I can't believe I just used a naval combat reference, but they'll start infighting like that. But for at least for a little while, if you approach a battle line of skeletons, they'll like this. They'll engage you, and they'll do it effectively without getting in each other's way. Because they don't move around so much, they stop and shoot at you from farther away. And this is really fun because that means a group of skeletons. You can either charge in directly, or you can try to circle, strafe them, and get them shooting at each other, which is a fun tactic. And because that's something Minecraft does need. Because basic Minecraft combat, just swinging your sword. I mean, you're just left clicking. There's no options except for like the jump thing, and so that's it's all right. But more options in combat would be really cool. I don't know how that would be implemented though, but that's a topic for another video. Overall, I really like this change, and it makes skeletons, they're still obviously beatable. You saw me run in there with. We're on easy, right? Let me top off my health, and I'm just gonna run over there and see if I can kill all 5 of those guys. All right, good enough. Okay, easy mode. 5 skeletons. I will cross the T again. Oh, this is gonna be close. Got him. Okay, so easy 5. I took them out. Although they were a little hurt already. I don't know. Overall, I really like this change. And not balancing around CTM maps or custom maps at all, because this change will probably have a little will probably have an impact on custom maps. But that's fine. They can get dragged along with the vanilla game. But for the vanilla game, I think this is a really good change. And balance wise, it feels good. Like right now where it is, easy skeletons are friggin' Imperial stormtroopers. I mean they can barely hit you at max range. They shoot all over the place. Normal difficulty, they can occasionally land some hits. They can get lucky and hit you repeatedly back to back. Sometimes on hard, they can hit you back to back on a regular basis. So I think that's great. This feels right, like how it should be. And I'm glad to see skeletons are like something of a threat again, because man, oh man, with the 10 range and sprinting and blocking and their nerfed acquisition time, which I like that, by the way. I'm just saying, I do like that, but it did make them even less powerful. So now they're a little bit better. All right, so I think I've covered everything with this change, and thank you very much to Dinnerbone and Mojang, and I'll see you guys next video. Take it easy.